Hello everybody, it's me, Buppy Park. Once again, we're live with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're in episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. This is a long ass episode because we just got done with the first trial of the episode. And I assume there will be 3 as per usual, unless we solve it the next trial, which I doubt. It's February 23rd, Wright and Co. Law Offices with Emma here. Emma? What the fuck we doing? Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I don't know, Emma. You think I know all the answers? I don't. I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? Oh, God, Phoenix is so bad at your job. Hello, second. Yes, I did see your tweet that you do indeed have the Rona. That sucks. I hope you feel better, man. Ugh, I can only imagine it's very annoying and can be yeah, just drink water and all that. Speaking of, I have water here with me as well. That's, you know, it's nice. It's very anxiety inducing. Oh yeah, I can imagine that it's like that. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot in the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? Also, I think Phoenix was talking. It's hard to sometimes tell because he obviously can't see his face. The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Teleportation. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with us. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I proved that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Science awaits us. Yes. Underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? You're right, Emma. We should just forget about it. The fact that apparently Mr. Bruce Goodman teleported. We should forget about the whole thing, Emma. How about we forget about this entire case? Fuck your sister. Screw her. She's evil. Or at least morally gray. Let's just go get some hamburgers. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Yeah, professionals at what you do. You're 16. I don't think you should be calling yourself a professional at this. At that age. Oh, whatever. There was blood on the floor or not. The water in the oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff. So, you know, you can't wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. What does that have to do with you spraying luminol everywhere? We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Ooh. The test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the X button to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Oh, there it is. Why isn't there? I had to spray it multiple times, even though I already got most of it? Okay, whatever. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is the bloodstain. It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But does something like... Doesn't strike you... Ugh. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this? Scientifically. I clicked it by accident. Why the bloodstain's location, of course. It's elementary. Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think that if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here. I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright. We're all counting on you. There's something odd about this bloodstain. But if it's not the location of blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood in this, meaning that he died in the actual police department, not here. Elementary that. Hey, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Proud looking Emma Sky. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray on, this is a spray on anything suspicious. Is it the lunch lady? Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star? How are you out of, you know, jail since you, oh, I don't know, committed perjury? You really trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead and doesn't really get my mouth watering. So, how are you doing? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. We know it was your fault, yeah. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. And it doesn't. It doesn't sound convincing. You don't even know what you saw. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw the chief prosecutor's guy stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hard the criminal when they faced me. Hair flip. They cuffed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long, they called me the cop-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from one of your lunches. And you were let go, or fired. You know, that's how it be, getting fired from your job. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. Oh, she's serious. Wait, she doesn't mean... Yo, what's this case about? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from the case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? What? You can't tell us more? We have a knife though. Oh, either or you get this. Doesn't matter. His call. It was when I grabbed Chief Prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Mr. Kai really trying to say, I wonder? How do you feel about this? Can you take a look at this? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea. No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Alright. Look at my attorney's badge. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. Alright, I don't think there's really much. Here's a phone. We already heard this one. Phone's broken. So that's where Mr. saw the incident from. You can probably see quite a lot up there. That's probably what you mean. It probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Sky stab him. Where's the security guard anyway? Well, this is just something I heard. But apparently he went out to buy coffee for Miss Star. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. How do you pre-infuse steam? I don't know anything about tea. She's the one who said it. If I did, I would tell you. Maybe Google has the answer to that. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Scientifically, it's a fucking step ladder. Look at the basic nature of the whole thing, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Well, Buppy, figure it out. I need to know. It means when you crumble up the leaves and then blow it in the air. Yeah, that's how you do it. Then you smoke it with like a vape. So the question is, why did Miss Guy chose this car? So what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Emma, I don't know shit about cars. Maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. You're so smart. Yeah, vaping them leaves, that's how you do it. This rope, is it? Well, I'll land on the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer... No, that's not what happened. Also, I've read this before. What new information am I supposed to be getting here? I don't know. I think for now we move. Do we go to the detention center? Let's go talk to her. Talk about the first day in court. Looks like this guy is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How'd you kill him? In two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How'd you answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gantz say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. Yes. Criminal Affairs Department. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder at a detective down at the police department. Yes, but that same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. How do they even know this? They won't tell us the details, so we don't know. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess it up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. At the entrance, we're just going everywhere right now. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. Detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime, according to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. To the guard station. Hey, it's a dude. Look, he has a cactus here. He has a cactus. He has a cow's head up there. All right. He has 2 cactuses. A cow's head. A bunch of alcohol, which you should not be drinking on the job that much. His clothes are hung up on this makeshift rope. I don't know why he has that there. Is he living here? Also in front of this door is a fucking rope trap? Is he gonna trap people if they try coming in? It was like, aha, got him, partner. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. But beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? I'm sure. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. So imposing. And it's hard to think straight. If you can't handle cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. It's gotta be that that dude that came over to Edgeworth's office. Oh, I think we have to examine the area first. No, alright, fine. We'll examine all of this. And a security guard uniform hanging. Those are his uniforms. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. Leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait. Maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. So mean. Yeah, this zebra hat does not look good on him. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be a real deal. Why would you put your hat on a cactus? What if the thorns go in there? I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Are we gonna get emotional about cacti? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. She's like, it's time to get emotional. Phoenix is like, you're making a metaphor to cactuses. I don't know if I can do this. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Why can't I examine the alcohol? Well, because Emma's here? Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. But we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Alright, let's do that right now. Who needs permission? There's rope. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something? A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. For someone so scientific. Let's go in. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd open. I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. God damn it. We are now stuck. Alright, we'll leave then. Till it says something new. Hey, what up? So you're the person I have to talk to, obviously, or I have to use this luminol business. How do I use luminol? What, a door? Look, a door. Must mean something. I'm not sure doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I feel as what's so mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first. But yes, I do remember that dialogue. It's hard to see what's new in the dialogue because they repeat things that we already read. There's a trunk. That's where we found that note. 221 SL9. The SL9 incident. A case that was due for transfer the day of the murder. And the detective in charge of the case was the victim. I wonder what kind of case this SL9 incident thing was. It's kind of hard to guess just knowing the case number. B block is true there. That's what the visitors park. So, Mr. Stark climbed over this fence. Seems so, yeah. The fence is 9 feet high at least. Well, no time like the present. I think I'll give it a try. I'm sorry? I don't think your sister would like me if I just let you do that, but okay. Go ahead. Give it a shot. Are you okay? It's okay. Don't cry. Maybe there's a lunch lane Olympics team. Like Phoenix is like, yep, just let that teenager just attempt to climb. Why not? I'll just stand back. This is the holodrum. Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Yeah. That's okay. Don't cry. Alana Sky must be one strong woman. Again, she's 16. She does not have that much strength. Despite what anime likes to tell you. Let's first save. In the middle of the investigation. Do we use this? How do we even use this? Oh, you can spray with triangle. Got it. That's how you do it. Oh wait, no. Slide over. There we go. Let's try the phone. Oh yeah, a lot of blood there. Yeah, give good spray. Give good spray on everything. I'm gonna waste the shit out of this. Was I supposed to spray that the entire time? Like continue spraying it? If so, that's a little weird, but alright, I'll do it. No, not present this to you. Damn it. It's under examine dead core record. Then you do the spray. Yeah, you have to do it like multiple times. It's a little odd, but okay. There's blood. The blood must be one from Lana. No! My sister isn't the murderer! But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. This means that Lana's hand had blood on it. It just keeps getting worse. I'm gonna just do this. We'll find something someday. Damn, you bought a lot of this, didn't you? I'm doing it. I'm detective and there is literally no other blood. I cannot. Try one more time. Yeah, there's very little blood in this entire crime scene. Maybe there's more blood in the other area. Now I'm sliding in this red mode. Yeah, I could go back to the other area. I feel like there's gotta be something else though. This is low as it can go. I can't go because the UI is in the way. I've come to the conclusion that there is no blood here anymore. Is there anything I can talk to you about? Well, I'm about presenting something to you. Tried that. What a knife. A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed a crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been a suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? That is a strange thing. How do you know about the mascot? I guess not. If only. One knife wound. We can have her examine every piece of evidence at this point. Oh, the crime photo. Let's talk about this. This photo you took. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's why I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Mr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Talk about the incident! Now I can talk to you about it. Oh my goodness. That incident really opened my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I've ever handled. Cops. Doing things. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? That's fucked up. The best part came after several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. They were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, it couldn't be. Could it? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Detective Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And it was over. And he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9. There was another side to that case. A hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell, they're the only reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives of SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. But what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch, thank you. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Bribery. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too. Back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Drake Marshall, Now, my theory could be that maybe her and Mr. Marshall planned this? Because Drake's still kind of in my suspect list. But I mean, it's also possible. Why would you give me this Salisbury steak lunch to get more evidence investigated? So that's probably not at all true. Oh, we can go to High Prosecutor's Office? No, from here. Actually, we never did come here. Let's go up here. Let's talk to Edgeworth. This place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. He's probably getting reprimanded after, you know, not, forgetting about evidence. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Alright. The music turned from epic to back to the fun time investigation. Oh, hello? The police department entrance. Charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Huh, wasn't that? Let's take lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's not the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Why would you show that to him? Now's not the time of despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You know about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And that perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave! If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there to have a good cry. Later! You ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigating is off to a running start. Duty. Wait, let's go to the guard station first. No? Okay. How do we get to the evidence room? There, it's detention center. Who is this? I swear if it's Larry Butts, that would be fucked up. It's like, God damn it, Larry, how did you get here? How did you get accused of murder? Again! Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will get confusing. Oh, what the fuck? What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I always perpetrate again, sir. That's what I'd say. What the? Oh, hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. How the fuck did you... What? Why do they think that you did it? Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Nah, this is an unexpected turn of events. I'm sorry. Look at this dude. He wouldn't kill a fly. I don't think he could. The fly would kill him. I mean, obviously don't judge a book by its cover, but like, what? On the day of the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Feller, sir! Sir! Ow! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. Stop using that. I had some business that day, sir, and I went to go to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. The security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! Ow! The fuck? What the heck is this guy doing? Did you almost strangle yourself with your own thing? What is happening? So, what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could do to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. No, I want to know about the victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, don't look at me with those sad puppy doggy eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Do you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, that leans heavily under total stranger. Those are both the same thing. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light and other creature comforts. Sounds rough, buddy. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. I think someone around here is more confused than I am. Why is your hand like that? About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then I opened my eyes. I hope this guy's on the witness stand. I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body had disappeared. That's some story. That's a story, all right. What the fuck is this story? So wait, after that all happened, let me try to get the timeline straight here. After that happened, and you got up, continued to do your job, or did the evidence to murder happen? No, the evidence to murder happened before or around the time of the Goodman case. So they didn't know who it was. You just sort of walked away, and they just gave you papers to be like, "Yo, give this to Miles Edgeworth." It's like, "Got it, sir," and then you just went over. Miles was like, "Get the fuck out of here." It's like, "Okay, sir," and then then you got caught for a crime. I don't where? How did you get? I don't understand the timeline here. How did they let you go? Were you continuing to do your job? He keeps just doing his best, fucking running away from the scenes of crimes that he doesn't even know what happened. You seen his life? Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm getting on, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. Thank you, sir. That's not, sir. That's the one. Oh, it was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Is this familiar to you? I'm sorry, sir. I'm really sorry. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Have you ever seen this woman? Hey, why do you have that? That's from today. It was taken at the prosecutor's office. That day, that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So that means I'm a free man. Innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. Want a steak lunch? No, I'm sorry. I can't give that to you. Look at my attorney's badge. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. Ha ha, huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life is all about high school sweethearts and full romance, sir. She's 16. What is wrong with you? Is he talking about those badges on her coat? Now she's proud. She's like, yeah, I got badges. Get wrecked. I like to think that there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. How dare you? Look at this man's ID. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. That's what? My head was blank until this very moment, but sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Give me some of the details of the crime, my good buddy. Can you tell me what it is that you remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A little lamb, if you will. This fucking image is hilarious. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. That sounds pretty much by the book so far. But that's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whipped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him, and then he just leapt at him, damn. Do unto others before they do unto you, my own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. Reason for the arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? Well, what do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Okay, we don't know who this person was. We don't know if they were really Detective Goodman. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, the crime I swear to stamp out. It's there. It's me, it's on tape. That's not good. And you waited until now to tell us this. I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. I guess we better go check out the crime scene. This has been fun, Mr. Meekins. I am sorry that you're here, but I have to go. February 23rd. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Hey, buddy, what up? And you're sure this is all? Hmm? You know what it means, if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure. It's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, dear? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief Detective is looking a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, ho, Chief Rance, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I don't know. I don't know what half the things Mr. Wright does. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Ooh, sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? Oh yes, Von Karma. Oh God, front-facing Von Karma. Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. Are you making it sound like I what? In any case, the prosecutor's office is a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Oof. The evidence room incident. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed, and their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. Specifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, right, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, is a little sensitive. I can't talk about it. I was expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job. Just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, here was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it is he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Hey. Oh, sorry I had to see that. What exactly did Chief of Police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Oh, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. A half-written document dated to February 21st can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Oh. Can I have permission to enter? Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor? Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Staring me down, buddy! Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content and knock yourself out. It just goes to show you, never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey! This is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. That dude looks suspicious. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think the place is a bad influence on the girl. Yeah. Evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. The card reader's turned off, see? What is the security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray? Yeah, he's back! The music! Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. No. Yeehaw! That card you got there is on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scenes are waiting. Why did you turn it off? Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres. You're busy then. Did I say that? Instead, I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres, but sure, I guess that translates to that. How's this guard station? I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, I mean, when I'm off the room, the land's like a tumbleweed on the wild prairie. The guns are loaded in a 6-shooter, I say a little prayer. What the fuck What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on the investigation pronto. Well, if you're too hungry to talk, may I present to you, my good friend, a steak lunch. That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Where are you from? Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? A filet stick lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. I'm scared. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Is there a code between you two? Alright, Bambino. You win. That's finally, it seems like he's willing to talk while he's eating. Sure. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna try eating and talking, but that's a bad idea. With these Lay's chips I have. You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job. I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong. I keep calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. I doubt that he has a horse named Zippy. There's no need for people in here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job keeping an eye on the place. Well, apparently it didn't because a murder happened. You mean the key security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in your steak, you know? No, how does that have any... machines? What? Marshall. Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. It's all gone now, like a drinking hole and a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. It's an obsession. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. That's true. Everyone just keeps fumbling around the actual case. Can you tell us what it was? There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Oh my god. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfers. Truth was talking about the transfers too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I stewed cauliflower with my steaks. Damn, they let you run this place even though you don't give a shit about the machines. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. They're the ones Officer Meekins mentioned. None happens. The tapes are automatically erased every few hours. Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. What's this one with all 7s? That seems like a fake ass number. That or they're very lucky. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on the record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that this is tied to the stabbing. Transferal. So, but could you explain this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They've kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happened to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. That happened to us online 2 days ago. There's ID. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. There he is. He came in at 5:14. Huh. This is only comings and goings, or I don't actually know. Look, the 4th number is a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. Right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his card. And of course, the knife instead. Didn't want to give the card, but apparently he did have the card? Why would he have pointed the knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you the ID card record. Thank you. I got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. I think that's it for now. To the evidence room. Before that, I gotta get my soda. Hang on. Go in. To the evidence room. We got a target over there. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Boom. Whoa! Did you hear him? So sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going out smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So it is true what I heard. I thought you were going to say, it is true what I heard. You gave that food to that Marshall. How dare you? It is true what I heard. He does give out $50. He told me he didn't have any money. Yeah, that's true. So Chief Police can't. Will loan anyone $50? God damn it. Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief. So now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Scene of stabbing of a detective at the PD. Let's examine our evidence. No, I mean examine our court record here. Let's check it out. This is something we checked out, alright? Now we know that's Bruce Goodman, but we don't know who these other people are. Someone that came in twice. Lost item report. 221. ID scribbled, didn't finish it. Bruce Goodman. Maybe they forgot the number. Wait, hang on. His number is 59 something, right? Wait, no, he got it wrong. That's interesting. In this report, the ID goes 5 and then he almost writes a 9. Maybe he confused it with the other ID here in the report, which is 49. Because there's like a 9s and 8s, and then he got wrong with the numbers. Huh. Don't know. No, it could be. That could be it, but we don't know. Spray this, baby. If a murder happened here, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, that is indeed a lot of blood. That must have been one massive pool of blood. I've never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. Yeah, that's what that means. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note in the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. No, we wanted your opinion. We just didn't want it to be that. There's a handprint here. What is this handprint? I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours. Oh. Please. You have to help me. When they come taking me away. Dude, if they take you away because there's a bloody handprint on your locker, that's fucked up. Promise to testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can trust the police. That's... no, I don't know about that. What? But you're a detective. We'll find out. No, alright, that's enough. I'm pretty sure that's all we need to say. Let's talk about boss for a day. Didn't know that if you actually can bring that up in a different slide and then it slides back. Neat thing to know. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for today? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. Of course they are. That's always what they're doing. I feel like that's what they're always doing. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They keep me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open. Okay. Is there thumbprints or something? I was believing in Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now. They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. I thought it was DL6 incident. What do you... That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. We can get him to tell us more about that case. This motherfucker has like 2 different cases that haunt him. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker here is fixed so only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. But even I can't lose my own right hand. Or can you? Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint. Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. Oh, there it is. So, the only locker we can open is our own. Who is that? Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handle, see? Or can you, puppy to a hand stealer? No, I mean that there was a bloody handprint. So someone must have taken something with that. I don't know what's going on. The handles? Maybe they took a dead corpse's hand and was like, alright, time to move it around. Mr. Bruce Goodman's. On the other side of the handle is a sensor. And the wrong person touches it. Zip! Yeah, shock. Yeah, that's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know how to about the fingerprint locks. Only assigned detectives prints can unlock it. Indicator lamps lights up when it's open. Hang on. So this is this, huh? Blood? It's a little worn, but it's definitely a handprint there. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Is there any other bloodstains left in the room? I already did that. This place is stuff with evidence. Stuff with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. Huh. It won't open! Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security's high tech around here. Someone opened us. Look, this one's open! And the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it to open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. I mean, there's nothing else to look at if you have it open, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. What are these? Rocks? Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all those pieces. I thought it was the fucking floor. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. Making me look out to look like some kind of hooligan. That's already from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. There's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I gave up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece is the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh man, puzzles. Huh. Maybe that one. Maybe this one. The hell? Oh, I see. No. There we go. Oh, this is a little odd. A long indent. Maybe I have to rotate it. What the hell is this? Something sticking out of it. There we go. I was like wondering, that does look like it. This is kind of a hard angle to see. No, it's not anything with the bottoms. Has to be, that's for the top. This is hard to see. There we go. No. No. Not that one. Could be... Ah, this one. Yeah, restoring art bit by bit. Oh, whoops. I was rotating. I was trying to go to the other one. The heck are those things sticking out of it? It almost looked like it wouldn't fit, but it did. There we go, we got it. Except, there's one piece missing. Gumshoe, you didn't steal that piece, did you? I think we did it, but some of the pieces are still missing. Yeah, I got that far into 2 minutes in myself. The problem was finishing it. So I like how we did solve it, but it's just like, no, it's gone. It's missing. Were some pieces stolen? But they were missing to begin with. Still. Doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. What is that thing sticking out of it? It's kind of understand how it got broken. Jar piece back together with some fragments found in the crime scene. A piece is missing. What is this paint? What is the saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time. What am I about to hear? True art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room. Wonderful. Oh my god, handprint on the blue badger is actually a piece of crime because there's a fingerprint there and there's a handprint on the blue badger. We put these pieces together, it makes a jar. One, why are some of the pieces missing? And two, doesn't it seem kind of a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Is that everything we can do? We didn't really talk to Gumshoe, did we? We did. We didn't present evidence to him, though. About the blue badger. Talk to us about that. This is my crowning achievement. My masterpiece, you might say. But, art is always misunderstood, pal. Art was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So he took the blue badger away for a while. Really? Why? Well, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I told night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe. But I can see why they moved it. Yeah. Does the case mean anything to you? Detective Goodman's known that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know. 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. Why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case. Yeah. You see this photo? That's the photo of Mr. Startuck. Miss Startuck. I keep thinking you're gonna say Mr. Stark, like it's Tony Stark or something in this case. Anyway, you can tell us something. Tell us about it. That Miss Star is quite the lady. Well, I remember it was winter when I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school too. I like how that's something that he thinks about. Like, I wonder if he wore a trench coat. And that's also what I'm thinking. Like, did he? That knife. Oh wait, no, we talked about the knife. His lost item report. I'm gonna say one thing. Speaking as a detective, I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about. I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Could you take a look at this? It's the ID card report of people who came here the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? The second number. That's you, isn't it? Oh, hello, Blaziken. Yes, I would assume that is jarring. 2 different cases at the same time. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on his list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Huh. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? How do you know Edgeworth's number? Big fan. Damn, there's a lot of fucking evidence. Miles Edgeworth came here at 4:40 p.m. Doesn't bode well. Not well at all. Tell me about the SL9 incident. That was a bloody violent case. Violent, so it was a murder. A serial killing. Oh. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. That's why he got sentenced to death. Oh, probably. I don't know. This is my first time playing any of the Ace Attorney games, so I have no idea. She does look familiar. I've seen covers of those games though, like DS covers of the art whenever you look up and we Google it. So I would assume she is maybe somewhere as a sidekick. I believe this trial, episode 5 and the Ace Attorney 1 here, got added later on, because I think the original game only came with 4 episodes, but this one got added as like a sort of like a, hey, yo, here's what you get to look forward to. Here's Emma. Here's other characters. We're introducing some other mechanics and all that jazz. Yeah, it's from the DS version of the game, yeah. So that's what I have heard, though. Don't know much else about it, but I do know she is in the future somewhere in there. So I know that at least. And this was 2 years ago. I put Mr. Edgeworth right on the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Nothing else to talk about. All we can do is go maybe talk to Edgeworth. We have a break in the case. Hey, buddy. Yeehaw. I'll get there anyway. Oh yeah, underground parking lot, that's all. Yo, girl. Yeehaw. He's not here. I think there's more to talk to him about then. I have moved here for nothing. Damn it. What about detention center? Hey, buddy. You're still there. You'll be fine. You have to go to the entrance. The maneuvering in this game could be a little better. Go to certain locations, and you can only go to your location because, well, it's not connected. You know, that's how it goes. Any other evidence I can present to you? I feel like we presented that already. The knife, this. Goodman's load. This. We talked about this photo. Victim's shoe here. Nope. Testing fluid. Lost item report. Nope. You don't care about that. There's blood everywhere, there and there. Evidence locker. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. At the same time, he was found dead at the prosecutor's office. Right. Do you know anything about the jar? Nope. Even when you were there fixing it with me, you have no idea about the jar. I don't know anything about the goddamn jar. How about the muffler? Look, my badge. Detective. He's my attorney's badge. You show that to me every time we meet, pal. No man showed their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. You have one right now. I feel like that was an old conversation. Maybe I can examine things. Hang on. Oh, that's right. I can examine the evidences that I have in here. Let's do that. What is this? It's bloodstains. Hey, look. They're hard to make out, but there's here some kind of dark green stains here. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on it when he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. There was evidence in the SL9 incident. And that might be where the blood... be when the blood got on it. What is this thing? That's a handle? Now that I think about it, that looks like a handle, but there's like a broken piece of handle. It's also supposed to be like a tripod handle, but pieces are missing. There's a hole under it. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. That's weird. I wonder which side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right? I'm gonna think about it. Is this a jar? This is a telescope of some sort? What is this? This is a wall. Oh, this. That's it. 100 day. Let me read this. Apparently he's forgotten. I mean, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, that jar, whatever that is, looking really suspect right now. I feel like I haven't examined everything. What's this car door? Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. It was him or us, Emma. Remember that. Something sticking out of here. Oh wait, that's right. What is that? It looks like a shirt. Guess it must be evidence of some case. Wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal. Making me out some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck over some silly evidence? Sounds like Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you want to talk about someone behind his back, don't do it right in front of him, pal. That is pretty mean. What is this shit? Bulky equipment gathering dust here. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. That's my personal pole. Is that the thing? Oh, those are the pieces of evidence we used in trial 3. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal. That's the metal detector. The one that led to solving that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, no, wait, not case 3, case 4. I'm getting them confused. Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box? Can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. Gotta look at their heart. I assume that it would come in handy in a future video game. We could try the luminol spray one more time. I think I have to though. Oh, I think I have to be. I thought I was an examine. There we go. Triangle. What the fuck? There it is! I knew we were missing something. I just didn't know what. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the Miss Murder to touch the spot. Maybe fled out the door? It's just me, this might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. Don't you guys have this? What? This? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Uh-huh. I had to get some too. I just bought 50 bucks from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. They're one of the fish. Fucking hell. If I move to go to Edgeworth now, it's possible I can now talk to him. Because he wanted me to only look at that before going. So we'll give it a shot. It's also possible I'm wasting my time. Yep, wasting my time. Wait a minute, I can examine this room while he's not here. He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you'd think he'd want to show this thing off more than that giant steel samurai. And again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. That doesn't sound exactly like a typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He makes some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked. No one else needs to tell me. That's who he's always been. Kind of gets under your skin, doesn't it? Well, maybe we could try this. Is he involved? She got a lot of this stuff. What? It looks like some blood has dripped down here. Judging by the amount, my guess is from a nosebleed. Oh. A nosebleed? Maybe in his wrath. Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone for their incompetence. Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? Interesting. It could be a nosebleed. It could very well be that. Could be something else. I have no way of knowing. Anyway, we know that at least. But sadly... is there any more blood at the... Maybe there's more blood in front of the door before going in there. Let's like go here, court records, start spraying. Texas. No. And Gumshoe's here, but we really don't got anything else to talk to him about. I was presenting a lot of things to him, but there's nothing else I can... About the autopsy report. This parking lot floor plans saying blood is here. I'm getting stuck now. That sucks. Maybe you could tell us about it. Star's quite a lady. Ba 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 ba. Mostly talks about himself there. Go spray. Uh-huh. Oh, you just repeat the same thing we did. This case kind of drags on. There is a lot of stuff. And there's definitely a moment where I have to hit something. Seen as stabbing. Probably. I've sprayed so much. There could be something I am missing. I missed that handprint. Let's try spraying a bit more. Why not? Try every locker. I think you got all the sprays. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I did too. Couldn't hurt to do this a little bit more, but I feel like I did. I just now need him to lead me to Edgeworth. Yeah, I got all the sprays. I feel like I also examined everything too, as much as I could. There's an exit sign. Wait a minute. There's his hand. Glove. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal. Making me out some kind of absent-minded detective. The evidence from the case, you know? You mean SO9? Does it have a tag on it? There we go! Oh my god, I didn't get the rubber glove. Tagged evidence from the SO9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. I'm surprised I didn't get that. Hey, pal, look at the time! Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that as the Edgeworth Inquiry Committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give them my report for the day. What is this restaurant magazine? Might help, you know? Report? You mean a note written on the back of a flyer? The one that says nothing but says nothing but no problems. Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I'm pretty sure he will get madder. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Finally. I almost want to stay there just for the music. Yo, Edgeworth, what up? Hey, it's... Bellboy, what are you doing here? Here's your hotel even here? Guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There. standing by the window with a teacup in his hand. How do you not notice that? He's a human being in this room. Did you not notice him? Right. This is a hotel. Bring him tea service? We're in a hotel? I thought this was a prosecutor's office. Where are we exactly? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me this latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Oh, that is exactly what he was trying to do. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Well, he did. A bunch of rumors started up about him, how he pretty much just forges cases to his side 2 years ago. Then a case that had his dad's murder just gets opened up, and he realizes that his teacher killed his dad, and now he's in this whole shit of a mess. So I mean, there's a lot. He's going through a lot right now. It's been kind of the worst 2 years of his life, probably. Anyway, how's it going? How's the inquiry coming to go? I actually decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communication error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe I concealed the evidence, which is not true. Drink this. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. So, you preparing for tomorrow's trial? Are you okay for trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation of his case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I say. Why? I ask you. Why? As long as I've done only what I believe is right, I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him as out of sorts. Nice chair, dude. Work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. It's a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so high I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Look at that. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess. It looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. Red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out the poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's none. I need to present evidence to you, probably. Oh, yeah, the biggest, most important part. Oh, did you go in there? Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. But why? Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. That dude is looking more suspicious by the minute. And so was my internet. Was a stream cutting out there for a second? It looked like OBS had like There's like a light on OBS, so it was green. It's supposed to be green, but it went red for a second. I hope everything's fine. The chief of police wanted evidence for a case wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. A screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's. Brought back to his office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always, I told you, this has nothing to do with the current case. Okay. You know what this is? Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss our case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no, in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on, anyway? I'm trying to get your sister out of jail. Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Oh, you just brought this evidence to me. It was fine. Talk about anything else, though? No. So that has to be something that I can talk to you about. Best evidence. Goodman's note. I know. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are a man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Hey, he saved you, though. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. The allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in this case 2 years ago too, then? He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Hi, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. Oh, no, you would never do that. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid, Well then. You might have a use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Andrew, if I'm really, no need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files to everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Gumshoe as well? Covers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with the fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. There's a bunch of suspicious handprints, but we can go to those locations. So, if I remember... Oh, she's gone. If I remember correctly... actually, I can go to my court record and see. The floor plans here, we have... Was there a handprint on the telephone? I know there was in the evidence room, but let's just see. Look at that. No. Alright, let's go to the evidence room then. Hang on. There is, however. Look at this. Look at it carefully. Still riding around today. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Look, there's a handprint right there. I can see it. Can I... No, let me use the fingerprints. Oh, whatever. I'll use it someday. No one is here. Oh, someone must be. Investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here in the blood, on the detective's evidence locker. Use a secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose a finger that will have left behind the clearest imprint. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. I like the index one. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that sparkle in our eyes. First, we find the aluminum powder around. How do you do that? With the X button. See? Ah, the elusive X button. Huh, looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? The triangle button. Imagine blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. I'm assuming this was on the DS. Did the DS have the mic that you blow into? That or was it 3DS? I'm assuming you do that with the DS. You full on just blow into it. It did! Aha! Fantastic, so it totally did this. It looks like fun. Might take getting used to though. It's fine. It won't go up on your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Put that, powder it up, and blow it away. It is cocaine. Listen, Edgeworth gave us this powder for a reason. Also, children's game, people are murdered in here. Aha! You did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. What do you mean? It looks like orbicular. Now that you mention, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Alright, this thing. Yeah. Yeah, that DS feel. I'm gonna stop doing that. Look at that. Art. There we go. Yay. A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to do that? And who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on the evidence locker? No. 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 Oh, there it is. Detective Gumshoe. Compare it. Oh, I'm 16 points out of 16. I have no idea. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? It doesn't mean anything. It's the point for the trial at all. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Please. It's either that or the glove. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this? Check for the prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? And we only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Could be this one. I don't see anything. Otherwise, it would have turned up on as yellow, right? There is a lot of, trying to find specific things in this trial. This case, like in terms of evidence collecting. Let's try again. not lighting up. I can't move or slide. This is odd. What if we did this? But we leave it be. That's not Jack. Why not? Try my patience any longer and I'll dump this powder over your head. Maybe I better check those prints after all. So obviously the hint is over here. It's not reacting to anything. Do I have to hold X? This is the only little like square that I can examine. I found it. How did I do? You know what? I'm not gonna test it. I'm not even gonna try. We found it. That's all that matters. I was just clicking X randomly, hoping to find something. A lot of ridges. Perfect. This could be it. Just turned upside down. Good. Better look at that. Uh-huh. Not it. Oh, shit. Jake. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Oh, that was rough. To be continued. Save your progress. Okay. I'm gonna try. It would take an hour. Because if I start it now, then it would be till 10. 40, maybe 11. I am going to... No, I'm going to call it. Because I know I'm not going to finish the game all today. Because I know this trial is very long. And I can definitely finish it on Saturday. And then at least time for me to play AI Nirvana Initiative on Sunday. Yeah, I think that's the better idea. Because unless I find some time to stream on Friday, but I don't know if I'll do that. Probably not. Yeah, well, we'll do it that way, I think. Then that's it. We did mostly just investigating today. because that was a lot of investigating, a lot of going around places, reading a lot of dialogue. It was fun though, you know. It was nice getting stuff. I don't know what witnesses we have. We usually have a witness lined up. Will it be Jake? We're gonna see the marshal on the stand? It's possible. I'm starting to think that maybe Gant has something to do with it, since now he's been mentioned as, you know, a person who was involved in the incident prior. So it seems like he may be it. And it's also similar to like the first trial in this game, where the true culprit was like a person in high ranking status. So it could be him. He's starting to seem more suspicious, but you know, we'll find out as the evidence comes out. Just don't know how exactly everything happened, but we'll see. But thank you everyone for coming on out. Sorry for, it was 2 hours, not that short of a stream. That was pretty good lengths. I can, because it was my day off, and I don't gotta work tomorrow. I'm usually not tired after work. That's definitely why I'm stopping, because I feel like I could do it if I powered on through, but that leaves it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But thank you everyone for coming on out, and everyone have a good night. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.